For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. From inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. Takes a handoff. It's ball. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On second down, he'll fire. Now improvising. Finds a tight end. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
Well, whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these 2 teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. He's got an open man. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's moved. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the ground, it's Gilliam. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Try it on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Really nice stop there from this senior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ramos. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Cantrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Wide receiver shows motion. Might as well give it to him again. Fakes his man out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. He wants to throw here on second down. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, into their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, and nowhere to go.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Horned Frogs need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's moved. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out.
touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's reeled in. It's ball. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Using his feet, the Horned Frogs pick up the first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. You can't just dig and duck outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Throwing right. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He's looking to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and go into those situations and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter. But already, this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end. He gets 6.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Wants to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pulls it in. It's Gilliam. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's moved. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on third down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's ball. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He was just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
He'll go to the draw. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense is taking a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's ball. Touchdown, TCU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's moved. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And tackled there by the defense.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beating. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Gilliam. Gets away from one, finds room. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can break one tackle and take off almost down the whole field, Palmer. This guy is a playmaker.
He really is, but it's a wasted opportunity for the defense there. They had a guy in position to bring him down for no gain, but because he missed the tackle, this defense now on their heels.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on the other side.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 12 to Western Kentucky. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. He makes a catch. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got to be so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They'll go with a direct snap. Makes it past the marker.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll throw it on first down. Heaves it deep. Spreads it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it out. It's moved. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarter.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Arizona. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up to add another. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll be perfectly content to go makes the grab. It's ball. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. The sticks, and he may get more. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Horned Frogs inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass, and what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's moved. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback gets it. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost